house?
Yes.
You know you can flip that bottom half of that open. You know you've been in the house. You know how it looks. You guys went around the left side of the house. Here's the awning that leads to like an area for guests. You would guess. There's parlors in the front, a dining room here. These are the libraries. The study was upstairs. I have to look up which one of the rooms. These are bedrooms in the front. There are also in the back. This is the kitchen. Over here is some kind of servant's quarters, you think. Mm-hmm. Pantry. These are the stairs that lead up to an attic that covers the entirety of the house on the 3rd floor. Mm-hmm. And then there's a set of spiral steps that lead up here to where the organ loft is. Did your character go up to the attic when you came and investigated the house? I know you get these libraries here in the study. Mm-hmm. I think this is the study where...
I think almost certainly, because I was gathering up my father's sort of paraphernalia, anything I could use to write stories about.
Okay, did you go all the way up to the organ loft?
I'm not sure. On Evans I did.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
Okay, you saw the spiral stairs going up. Mm-hmm. It didn't look like anything was up there.
Yeah.
You didn't even know about an organ until you heard one of these rumors, or was it you that heard the rumor? You heard a rumor about somebody heard a rumor about organ playing at night, so you didn't even know there was an organ
I got
in the
mad
house.
about it, remember?
Yeah, that's right. And from the look of the house, you guess there's a basement. Did your character go looking for a basement when he was here before? Same thing? Yeah, you can randomize it. It's been 10 years. This is the first time you're like, wait, those look like basement windows. You realize there's a basement, probably a big basement on the house as well. You would guess that it would probably be used for storage, preserves, and possibly like washing and that kind of stuff. There's a pump in the kitchen that brings water. There's a couple other pumps in the house in like bathrooms, but you've got no hot water heat or anything like that. Those bathrooms also have little stoves in them. You can heat water, pour it in the tub, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Outhouses are outside. There's no kind of interior plumbing for an outhouse. And you also know that almost all of the kerosene and lamp oil in the place is probably dried up. So, because there wasn't any when you were here years ago. I can, let's see. I'm going to go down real quick what everything is. I'm not going to give a real description. I'm just going to tell you what the room is. If you want to look on there. A is the foyer. That's down towards the front. B is just the hall. C is a parlor. D is a sitting room. E is the dining room. F is that back hall, place that you would meet people coming in from the overhang. G is the library. H is the study. The study is where you found the journals. The kitchen is I. Servants' quarters is J. Pantry is K. The back stairs go up at L. Carriage overhang is M. N is like a dressing room / closet that connects those 2 bedrooms. O is the upstairs hall. P was the master bedroom. That's where you stayed. There's a writing desk in there and everything. Q and R are both bedrooms. S is a bath with a tub. T was another study. There's a small bedroom at U. Servant's room at V. Another bath at W. And then not on the list are X essentially is the attic. Yeah, you can write all of that. X was the X. There's an attic. There's the cupola, obviously, and you've heard there's an organ loft up there. And then you have just realized there's probably a basement on this house. You're not sure how to get to it though. You don't remember seeing any basement stairs.
Well, I will guide them to the 2 lesser bedrooms and the servants' quarters.
Okay.
I want to leave the.
So back of the house.
Yeah. Well, right. Mm-hmm. So one of them's on the 1st floor, and 3 of them will be on the 2nd. I want to leave the master bedroom untouched, at least for now.
Okay. So, servants.
Oh, I got it all.
There's the servants. This is the study. That's
right.
That's where you find the journals. And this had even more books. So yeah, J. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 rooms that you're willing. You take her and you show her around.
There were 4 of them?
She says there's 5.
5. Including you?
Silas, Solomon, Amos, and Titus.
Right. Well.
And me. My name is Garnet. Garnet Elgin.
I'll give them study.
Solomon and Silas could sleep in the same room. They're twins.
Okay. Makes things easier for me.
Spot hidden. Do you have track?
Yeah, I got 20. Tracking.
Is that better than half of your spot hidden? What's your spot hidden?
Spot hidden is 25.
So, yeah. So you give me a track. Did you make a hard spot hidden?
I did not.
Okay.
And
yeah,
because you got roll below.
You, both of them.
Oh, and that. Sorry.
Yep. No, that's okay.
88.
88, okay. So, never mind. Doesn't matter. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. The house is dirty and dusty. You do notice that. It's very dirty and very dusty.
Yeah.
And you're just getting, and this is just a quick walk through the house, showing her and saying, here's a room that you can stay in. Let's go upstairs, through the back, up the back. Probably go up the back steps here and say you can stay here, and you can use these two rooms, blah, 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 blah. And yes, it's very dusty. You guys are leaving footprints in the dust.
Yep.
She says her brothers probably won't, her cousins, not her brothers, her cousins will probably not be back until almost evening. But she can have Titus. She can move Titus in if you want.
Yeah. It's as fine as anything. So.
She's going to put Titus there.
Okay.
If that's all right with you.
That sounds about right.
If he's on the first floor, he might go wandering. I don't think he'll go out a window.
Wait, there were rumors about this place.
So the deputy, Weiss is like, you got any more need of me?
What was the question?
Weiss, remember the deputy you brought, the sheriff's deputy?
Yeah.
He's been with you guys through all this. He looked over the house as you showed her the house, and he asked if you had any more need of him.
Not if you don't want to be here.
Alrighty. And he turns in, he leaves the house. And he goes and gets his horse, and he will ride back to Dodge City.
That guy's no fun anyway.
No, he wasn't.
I stay just to make sure everything goes well.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
You have a gun, but it's like hidden in a jacket pocket, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
I was told it's not very inconspicuous.
By Wyatt Earp, you were told that. Yes. So,
but I seem to
you can
think
make me a quick spot hidden to see if you notice the bulges in his jacket.
Okay.
It's not badly hidden. It's just you noticed it pretty
I think it's
obviously.
a 7? Is the double zeros?
Yes. 07?
Yeah.
He's obviously, you realize, sometime during the day you realize Crankshaft is on. He has some kind of a
Through my
pistol.
possessions, you can find all of them.
It's all jangling off of this mule. Did you bring everything with you to come out here?
They're actually in the saddlebags.
Okay. But did you bring all that stuff, or did you leave it in the hotel in town? And you could do either. If you thought when you were leaving, maybe you'd end up spending a night or two out here, you could have all your gear with you. If you want.
Probably things like tents, pots and pans, coffee and food. I probably did not take.
Okay, so that's in the hotel in town still.
Yeah,
okay,
but
fair enough.
almost all the other stuff.
Gotcha. All right.
Maybe even the lamp.
So she goes
Right
off.
now, as I'm going through rooms, I'm pulling open the curtains. And
Yeah, everything's probably drawn,
Mm.
and every time you do that, it's like like a bunch of dust.
Every time he does that.
Okay.
You know what's good for that? Imperials. They make a cigarette that goes down real smooth.
Just those kind of commercials aren't happening. I'm thinking of billboards. What a genius idea! People on horseback will have to watch them for like 20 minutes. Okay, so she is going to go. Garnet is going to go and get Titus and get him in his room. So she heads up down the back stairs. Where do you guys want to be when you leave her? What did you show her first? What did you show her last? I'm assuming you're not showing her the attic and shit. But
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm
were
going
you up on the
to.
second floor when all this decision making was done?
Well, right, and I'm going to show them the servants' quarters on the first floor, and then
Right.
go straight to the stairs. Oh, there's this room, and then down the hall there's these two.
Okay.
I'm going to recommend for her this one here on the end, and maybe this one for the twins,
Okay.
because it is the largest one. And then after that, it's just up to
Enos
you.
on the first floor, Titus in the back.
Yep.
Hey, what you doing? What time is it? It's only 2:40. It's not that time yet. No, don't start. Oof, you're fine. We just went outside a little while ago.
I asked him about this attic of his, the organ.
Oh yeah, that's right. You remember too, didn't you?
Yeah.
The attic and the organ loft. Garnet's
Organ
gone. You
loft.
two are alone at the moment, by the way.
So I heard there was an organ in here that people hear every night.
I wouldn't know anything about that. If you want to tell superstition, ask the people.
Seems like a man that would bring the superstition around.
Oh, not about a place like this.
Ouch. What are you doing?
This is the home of nothing but honest men.
Looks like Honesty's got a new color paint.
Nice.
I asked him if he could show me the attic.
Of course.
Yeah.
There's a scratching noise coming from one of the walls.
Wait, from where?
From one of the walls. He just banged on it after he heard the scratching noise.
Mice in here?
It's an old place. But, under the present conditions, we get it fixed up in no time.
Well,
And at minimal cost, too. Why,
Such a
they won't
generous-
even have to go outside to hunt.
Such a generous man you are.
You're a monster.
I know.
So I guess you take me to the attic then?
Oh, yeah. I've got nothing to hide.
There's not a lot of stuff up there. Your dad, your dad built this house back in the 50s. He obviously didn't have like a ton of stuff. He was wealthy enough that he didn't have a lot of garbage to put in the attic. And he probably just came here and purchased everything that he needed here, is what you would guess. Because all the rooms are really nicely furnished, although it's really hard to tell because there are drop cloths over pretty much everything in the house. But there's a few old pieces of furniture. There's some old luggage. The attic is freaking huge. I mean, it's the size of the entire house. It's ill lit, though. It's not well lit. There's only a few windows up there. There's no curtains on these windows, but they're very dusty. Like, just thick with dust. You could write on these windows, and you'd be able to see it. And then at the far end from the attic entrance, which is towards the back of the house, you see a metal spiral staircase that goes up right near a couple of windows in the front and goes into an opening at the top. There's no trapdoor or anything up there. You can see a little bit of dim light coming from up there as well. Obviously, the windows up there are also very covered in dust, but you would suspect there's no curtains up there either.
I would imagine that's where the organ is.
Yeah, let's take a look. Why not?
You go up to the organ loft, you climb the spiral staircase, which creaks very disturbingly, but holds. And there is a massive organ up there. It's got 2 tiers of keys. It's got all kinds of stops and buttons and pulls. There are giant big pipes going up on either side of the window that's directly in front of it.
Do I notice? Do I notice if it's been used recently?
Yeah, you can examine it.
Yeah.
Start looking over the thing very carefully then, right? So he's looking at the organ. He's very carefully looking at the organ, actually.
I'm not very careful by comparison.
Okay.
I see this thing and I go, oh, how romantic. I didn't know he had an interest in music. Watch this. And I place myself down at the seat of the organ. Oh, let's see, can I remember it? Wait a minute.
You're pumping away with your legs.
Yeah.
Pump this thing up, and
I
you get
get
going.
like 3 to 5 notes in before I have to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I start over like 2 or 3 times before I get 10 notes.
Does it sound awful?
Pretty much.
Just like your voice.
Oh, ouch. You can take that as a compliment. Give me a spot hit, and he jumped in the way, so you don't get a good look at the organ. You have to make a roll this time. 81. 87?
87.
Okay.
Damn.
You're not sure. There is some dust coming up, and it's hard to tell if anybody has been at this keyboard in a while.
I give him a glare.
Okay. He might notice. Who knows?
I give you a ridiculous grin.
There's
Joel.
there's a your cigarette smoke is really filling up this organ loft. It seems like.
That's true.
No, I mean like you're having trouble seeing in here now.
Okay.
You didn't think that there was that much smoke coming out, but it's like the entire loft is getting full of this. Wait, it's not smoke because it doesn't smell like smoke, and it's really suddenly very damp up here. It's almost as if the organ loft is filling up with fog or mist or something.
Smells like you.
What an odd thing to say.
Yeah, you can barely see your hand in front of your face now.
What is that even supposed to mean? Do I smell like fog? I smell like cigarette smoke? I smell like...
I assumed it smelled bad.
No, there's no smell. It's just like you're in fog.
Okay,
Inside, and there's a sunny day out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but this organ loft is full of smoke or fog. Okay, if it's smoke, it doesn't smell like smoke.
The whole place is just crusting. It's like it's thick with fog, and I look at him just barely through this
you can hardly see. He's more of a
clouds,
silhouette.
and I go.
I wish it was thicker so I didn't have to see your face.
I think the pipes need to be cleaned.
No kidding.
Something large scampers across the top of the organ and disappears down the other
let's
side.
open a window.
It's like the size of a cat. Like a big fat cat.
No, but I'm planning on getting one.
Seem like a cat person. Scootering out here and there. Not knowing where to go.
You seem like a dog person, but I'm having a hard time seeing the person side.
You're having a hard time seeing anything right now. This place is just full of... What is this shit?
I'm looking for the window right now.
Yeah, you know there's a window in the front.
I help as well.
Right across from, right in the very front, there's a round window that you can just... give me a strength check. It's stuck.
Okay.
Mind if I help him?
There's only room for one to get there at a time.
Well, I'll do it first, and then if I don't make it, I'll promise that I loosened it. What's that? 54? My strength is 40.
Okay. He struggles with it for a few moments, and then what do you want to do? You want to shove him out of the way, or
I'll
offer to help, or
I'll
how's this
help him. I'll help him. So
Okay.
Let me show you.
There he goes. And then go ahead and make a roll.
60.
It must be. It's got to be rusted shut or painted over or something. It won't open.
We'll fix it up some other time. But nice place though. It's got its own music. See
As
my
he makes
way
his
out.
way, try to find the stairs without falling down. Yeah. You manage to make your way to the stairs. As you're heading down the steps, you realize you walk out of the organ loft onto the steps, and the attic there's nothing in the attic as far as smoke or fog or whatever that was. And then you hear like from up above you, from behind you.
I place my hand immediately on my gun. Just like, you got more company?
Maybe Titus is already here.
Can I I'm gonna say, I just shout, say, who's up there?
Okay. You shout that.
I say,
There's no answer.
No answer. So you got more than just a few squatters here. So you got yourself a little friend.
Hey, your imagination's overactive.
Says you.
Have you guys stopped at the bottom of the steps?
You're the one hearing voices. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess well, when I heard the noise, I immediately stopped.
Okay, so that was towards the bottom of the steps.
Yeah.
I might have paused for a moment, but I'm at the bottom now.
Gotcha.
And then I continue. I go out.
Heading out of the attic?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then before I exit, I turn back. Give a good look. And then walk down.
Okay. And you hear that.
Come on, jackets, let's go. And so I grab his jacket,
Okay.
and we go back. I draw my gun
Okay.
this time. Says I bet you should do the same as well.
What are you talking about? What's going on?
You really don't think an old man like me knows that you got yourself a handy dandy gun? Well, I do that to point toward his.
No, I got it. Why do I need it?
Do you not hear the music?
No, I don't.
Does he actually not hear it?
I actually do hear it.
You have no idea. He doesn't hear it. It's just you. You don't know.
Ding dong, and I keep on going.
Okay, and you're heading up the spiral stairs. You get about halfway up, and the music just stops. You're halfway up the steps. You have to go another run around before you'll be in the room.
I slowly keep on going, but having, of course, my gun. Right.
What are you doing? Are you following him up?
Well, I was kind of dragged halfway.
He dragged you
already.
back over to the steps. You're at the base of the steps now.
I'm gonna just kind of watch this play out.
Okay, so you're just looking up, kind of keeping an eye on... You'll be able to see clearly if the final spiral comes around on your side. before it goes up. So you can see fairly clearly up into the organ loft as far as him. And you step up into the organ loft. There's no fog. There's no sign of any of that fog or anything up in there now. Dim light coming through the dusty windows, and there's nobody in here. It gets dimmer as you realize that the sun is passing behind a cloud just as you step into this room. There's nobody in here that you can see.
Can I like check around the organ player?
Mm-hmm. There's make me a spot hidden. There's a lot of the dust has been messed up.
0.
0, 0, 0?
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
That is 100. Okay. So,
not good rolls today.
you see, there is something in the dust. It appears to be tiny little handprints, almost like a baby's handprint, like a lot of them. But there's no footprints. So it's like a baby with 4 hands was walking around over on one side of the organ.
Can I like look, inspect closer?
It's hard to tell. Like I said, the light is dimmed because of the cloud cover that's come in.
Can I use the light of my to help see better?
A cigarette? No, you could light a match. You've got matches.
For sure.
You could light a match and hold it up. It looks like little tiny handprints on the floor.
I wonder if this has anything
You don't mind
to do.
No, help yourself.
I make a note saying, I'll tell the sheriff about this. Might have to deal with the little girl gone missing. Could be playing some tricks on us. And
that's right.
I am.
It looks like too small to be a 5-year-old's prints.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Okay, so never mind.
Because I mean, these are tiny. You know how tiny babies' hands are.
Yeah.
It's like
they're
that's
tinier than that.
Tiny.
But do they look like human hands? Can I notice that?
Yeah, that's what you think. Yeah, it looks like human hands.
There might have been another person missing. I'll let the sheriff know.
Match goes out.
Yep.
You've heard nothing. He went up there. You saw him step in. You could see his head and shoulders as he kind of looked around, and then he took another step into the room and kind of disappeared from your sight. And it's been dead quiet up there ever since.
Well, what's the verdict up there?
Looks like you got a potential friend, another roommate you could tell me.
Ah, you're always saying that. You ought to step outside for a moment. The fresh air will do you good.
And so I just head down the stairs.
Okay. He comes back down the spiral staircase. You're back in the attic.
Yeah, I holster my...
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Some guest you are.
Some show...
Do you always...
Some host you are.
I'm a great host. Do you do this kind of stuff every time someone invites you over?
Why, yes, actually.
Oh, you
I bust down the
yeah.
doors.
So that explains a lot, doesn't it?
Yes.
I'm glad to hear that you agree with me.
Sometimes I perform a little trick. And the trick is, how many bullets can I make disappear?
Whoa. That's hardcore.
It's the first house he's ever been in that has an organ, but it's not the first time he's heard organ music, I presume.
That was awful. That was awful. Okay. So, what do you guys want to do in general?
I guess I head back down at least on the second level, get out of the attic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys go back down the steps. The steps come off of this back study here on the second floor.
Okay.
And then, you go into this area. Garnet's like waiting for you as you come out of that little study.
Yeah.
She says, do you have a key to Titus's room?
Oh, do I?
I was assuming a ring of keys came with the house, and you wouldn't necessarily need a different key for every single lock. Probably several of the rooms work off the same key. So, there you go. You have a key, you have a couple keys that would probably work in that lock.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you the ring.
Thank you.
Before
She turns... yeah.
I tell her, want to let you know here, since you're going to be staying for a little bit, you might have some company. The organ was just playing just a second ago. Not sure who it was.
Oh yes, we've heard that. But as we have not been in the house yet, we have no idea what it could be.
Mm-hmm.
And then she slowly turns and she walks down these there's a little couple steps in the back that lead down to that back hall. And she goes to Titus's room, and she opens the door. You can see her open the door. You look down this hallway. These are steps here, not a door. But she opens this door here. You see her peek in. Whoops. And then she pulls it closed, and you see her lock the door behind her. Before she leaves. Before she comes back out and heads. Actually, she's going to head back down the back stairs. Hey, you're there.
Some guess you have.
What?
Some guess you have.
Well, I don't care how they conduct themselves as long as they are worth the labor they put into the place, you know?
You can both make me a listen check real quick.
Listen check. Ooh. 45. Darn it. I had
well
40.
over 81.
Okay.
So close.
Very long. Oh, pick it up. Alright.
So here's the deal. You fix up the rooms where you stay, and if you do a good job, I come back in a week with some pots and pans, and we'll fix up the kitchen together.
Oh, you go find Garnet and tell her this?
Yeah.
She says, alright.
If nothing's been done, you're gone.
We'll fix it up as best we can.
Oh, and one more question.
Mm.
This Titus fellow, is he the violent sort?
He can be, if you get on his wrong side.
Well, here's the thing. What if I brought a couple cats in, to deal with the rodents?
No, I wouldn't let Titus near any animals.
So,
Not living ones, at least.
so if I do that, they won't last long. Is that what you're telling me?
Probably not. He's pretty rough. He's a big boy.
Well, we'll try it with one to see what happens.
Alright. If that's what you want to do. Your house.
Alright, good luck up here. I'll be back in a week.
Alright.
I follow him.
You guys head downstairs, down through the main
Good
steps.
day, madam.
When you reach the hallway, you spot what looks like a rat creep into the parlor.
Oh.
It's a big rat.
I don't want to shoot it. I think that's too...
You do that.
If it's close enough, I'll kick it. Otherwise, I'll ignore it.
No, it slipped into the parlor. You have to actually walk a little ways down the corridor.
If I gotta go out of my way, I won't bother.
It slipped into this room. You guys came down the stairs, you saw it here. You were heading out the front door.
On my way out, I look into the parlor.
Okay.
I look what though?
They're sitting on one of the chairs, on one of the dust covers actually of the chair, is what appears to be a rat about the size of a cat or a small dog.
Wow, that's
But
a big rat.
it doesn't have the head is a person's face, and it looks at you, and it's like. And I'll need a standing check from each one of you. What are you doing?
Jeez.
So I got a whopping 31 sanity.
I got 56.
What's your sanity?
Mine is 75.
Alright, you made it. Did you make yours?
No.
Alright.
I feel like you would have resistance to this by now, especially with the last one.
3 points of sanity lost. That is jarring. What the hell is that thing? And it leaps off the chair and zips out through into the dining room. It's out of sight before you can even draw your pistol. You're like this, and it's gone. It is fast. And the damn thing moves real quick.
Come on. I go after it.
Okay.
Well, of course, I draw my pistol as I'm running.
Okay. Crankshaft, what's your dex?
70.
70. What's your dex there, Marshal?
My dex, 40.
Okay. The next room over there is the dining room. There's a big giant table in the center with a lot of ladder back chairs. Everything is covered with drop cloths essentially. Mm-hmm. Dust covers, whatever you want to call them. Big giant sheets. So you don't see the the thing, whatever the hell that was. Maybe it was just your imagination. There's a big fireplace with andirons against a couple of windows. It's rather dim in here because the windows aren't too large. There's a pair of cutlasses over the fire, like mounted over the fireplace. There's a sideboard and 2 glass-fronted shelves with some knickknacks and glasses and dinnerware and that kind of thing. You don't see any sign of the thing.
I put my gun back, make a completely hollow statement about fixing the place up, and then head back to leave.
Okay.
I take a look. Do.
Where?
But just look around the room essentially while
Okay.
having my pistol drawn just to make sure everything is all good. I'm assuming I don't find anything.
You won't see anything, no.
I had, do I know where the Garnet is?
Last you saw her, she was up in her room. You guys talked to her in the hallway,
Yeah.
outside, when he told her the deal again.
Mm-hmm. I go up to Garnet to let her know about that.
Okay. You taking the front stairs or the back stairs?
Front stairs.
Okay.
It's right there.
Her door is closed. The door to the room that he had given her is closed.
Yeah. And no.
You left, right? You're just leaving the house.
Yeah.
You're like, ripping it. She opens the door. Yes.
Want to let you know you got some big rats around here. Very, very big rats. Just wanted to let you know it might be good to have a cat around here.
I don't think a cat's going to be able to deal with big rats. And then she very slowly closes the door.
Yeah. And then I just walk out.
You find Crankshaft struggling to untie his mule, almost as if he's holding his desperation down as hard as he can. Is this a fair assessment of how he's feeling right now?
Sure.
Okay. And he eventually gets the reins free.
Yeah.
And there you go, whatever you want to do.
I chuckle as I'm walking. Shiny shoes over there.
Oh, wow. Because he didn't just see a rat with a person's face. His discomfort is possibly justified.
I feel like you would get used to this, just seeing the human centipede and the guy with a
I've
knife.
seen stuff much funnier than shiny shoes.
There you go. Give me one last system check because you're heading down the stairs.
I say making a very weak attempt at a single response to his thinly veiled mockery.
3 points of sanity. You're probably feeling it. You're like,
57.
didn't make it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds kind of dazed when I offer this utterance.
Right. So what's the plan? Do you guys want to go back to town or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You head back for Dodge City.
Mm-hmm.
On your way, you spot a couple of people. Still kind of near the property, probably maybe not on the property, it's hard to tell. It looks like a couple of men, good-sized men.
Mm-hmm.
They appear to have several rabbits on a string. And when they see you two, they kind of start angling off in a different direction.
Oh, I'm going to mention. Do I know her name?
Garnet. Her name was Garnet Beljoy.
Yeah. I'll mention Garnet. Say she's on the second floor. It's.
They're far away.
Oh, are they?
They're a few hundred yards away.
Oh, okay.
And when you saw them, they started kind of walking at an angle, almost perpendicular to the direction you guys were going.
They'll figure it out.
Right. Alright, you get back to town.
The cousins.
They were big, tall guys.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this was July 10th. Alright, what do you want to do when you get back to Dodge City? Your plan will be there till about supper time.
Yeah, I'll visit Joey first.